Hello, and welcome to the Running in the Dark podcast, the podcast about business, not running. And welcome to episode 2. Thank you so much for being here. And I wanted to start by actually just saying thank you to everyone who's tuned in and listened so far, downloaded, shared, left positive comments, and actually just reached out. It means so much. Thank you to all of our listeners so far. I'm so pleased that you're here. So today, episode 2, I'm going to talk about something that I think is quite polarizing. I personally think it's a unicorn. It doesn't exist, and it's just a way to mount extra pressure on us as business owners. And that's a work-life balance. I know, eye roll moment, please. So, in today's episode, I'm going to talk about how I have kind of got my head around this mythical work-life balance and how I actually believe instead in a work-life integration. So I know this is going to be polarizing. I know some people are going to absolutely hate me for it. But I also think there's probably people out there like me who need to hear this and need to hear that it's okay. And also, there's probably people out there already absolutely smashing it. So here we go, episode 2. Let me know what you think.
Today's lesson, work-life integration. I remember going to lots of networking events or just speaking to other business owners and everyone saying to me, oh, you're working really hard, but remember, think about your work-life balance. And I remember thinking to myself, what work-life balance? I'm working 9 till 5 and then at 5 o'clock I hit a groove and I go right through till 9. For such a long time, I had it in my head that a work-life balance was you go to work at 9 till 5 and then you enjoy the evenings. Or you do 8:30 till 4:30, then you're done. And it took me such a long time to realize that I'm not programmed to work that way. Not only am I not programmed to work that way, but when you're the business owner, and I don't care what size business you've got, I don't care if it's just you, I don't care if it's 100 people, but when it's your baby, your passion, how can you work a 9 to 5? How can you go, yep, this is where I'm going to be creative, this is where I'm going to be at work, and then I'm going to go home and I'm not going to think about it? I'm sorry, but that doesn't happen. So after spending years and years and years beating myself up and making myself feel pretty lousy about the whole thing, I decided to change. I decided that instead of focusing on this work-life balance that, I'm sorry, might as well be a unicorn, instead I would look at a work-life integration. Now hear me out on this. I know what you're thinking. That just sounds like a ridiculous way to work more. No, it's not. I realised that actually it takes me a while to get going. I'm amazing first thing in the morning. I'm on fire. Then in the afternoon, I become about as useful as a chocolate teapot. I'm great at training, but anything else I really struggle with in the afternoon. I'm not creative. I'm not programmed to do an 8 or 9 hour day looking at a screen. So I procrastinate all afternoon and then at 5 o'clock I hit a groove and go through till 10. So instead of trying to make myself work this 9 till 10 day, I now take the afternoon off. I go in the mornings, I work when I'm on fire, and then when the juices kind of stop flowing, when I get to the point where I can't do anymore, I leave. I go out on my paddleboard, I go and do my shopping, I attempt to do some gardening. It's more like plant murdering for me, but I go and do those things that I enjoy. And actually, I go and do those things that help recharge me. Then, when I'm feeling creative, when my mind slot backs into workload, I pick up my laptop again and I work until it's done. I found that this not only made me so much more productive, but it actually made me happier. And it meant I worked less. So just by flexing around my work hours and forgetting this work-life balance, traditional 9 to 5 thing and embracing when I felt creative, my life became so much better. So now you'll find me working in the evenings and working on the weekends, but only on those occasions where I feel creative. Only on those moments where I've had this great idea and I'm just going to sit down and I'm going to get this done. Because by the time I wait till Monday, the idea's gone. And then I'll sneak that time off back in the week and I can go and recharge my batteries when I need to. In this modern world with technology and everyone embracing work from home, there is absolutely no reason why you have to beat yourself up about this traditional 9-to-5 work-life balance. Instead, embrace a work-life integration, because it may not be the traditional thing that everyone's asking you about, but it will help you find balance in the long run. Don't try to fit yourself into someone else's box. Instead, embrace what works for you and find your own thing, which is really why we all became business owners in the first place. Good luck.